This is Taylor from Ancient Elm, Maroon Lagoon, and Taylor. You're listening to Scratch the Vinyl.
As an Iowa boy, how influential was Slipknot to you? Because I know I this is something I haven't been able to bring up yet, and I've been dying to. I can remember where I was when I first saw the Wait and Bleed video for Slipknot as they came out, and I thought, what in the hell is that? It's like professional wrestlers with instruments, and it was the craziest, most brutal thing I'd ever witnessed, and I had to get more, right? So what was it like for you? I mean, were they as influential as I think they were to me and many metalheads in the Midwest?
That's awesome you say that because two reasons. One, got a Slipknot tattoo. Of course, that was my first tattoo I ever got when I was 18. And then now the inspiration part of Slipknot. Small town boy. You get the Des Moines Register on Sundays. It comes with a Best Buy ad, a Kmart ad, all these things because you didn't have Amazon or anything of that nature to even look at to explore records and CDs. Slipknot CD was in there next to Korn and something else. I mean, this is what, like 99, 2000, somewhere in there. And remember, I told you I played in jazz band, or I played band. So I played the trombone, I played in jazz band. I saw this ad and I just kind of was taken back just by the cover. You know, the cover of it is just, the mask and it's just a dark little image. But anyway, we had a jazz band competition. I don't know how to describe it, but the jazz bands of the high schools and everything get together and they play these things at like Morningside College or wherever. Well, it did that. And remember, no social media, debit cards were kind of ishy. There's no Venmo or nothing. My mom and dad, they give me like $10 or something like that. No, it was $20 because it was a new CD. They gave me $20 for food to eat that day. But instead, when we stopped at the mall in whatever town it was to get food at whatever this food court was, I went to Sam Goody or FYE, and I found that Slipknot CD and I bought it that day. And I starved myself the entire day. I didn't eat or nothing that day because I brought my Discman with me. Listen, I had Stained, I'm sure. I had I had the little booklet with a few CDs you'd bring with you. But I bought that Slipknot CD that day. And I was just blown away because after a jazz band competition and a young man at that vulnerable age, I put my headphones on for that ride home. And then Sick kicks on. I'm like, what did I just do to myself? I just was like, I need to play drums. That's cool. Like, what did that, the double bass was just, and the way that Joey's fills were, they were just so intricate. It's like what Easy Drummer is today, Joey Jordison was. That's what he created, what that is, it seems like. To me, that's how I feel because of how tight he was. Yeah, so Slipknot definitely has a big place in there. And it was before they probably even had a tour bus. Like their first album just come out. I want to say it was 99 when that came out. So, I mean, I was fairly young still because I was born in 1987. So that would have put me at like 13 years old, 12, 13 years old, buying a Slipknot CD. And so that's my take on how that album affected me. Starved me for a day.
Well, I'd never heard anything like it. I mean, I've never heard a band with all that percussion, multiple percussionists make so much sound in my life. And I mean, it was mind blowing to me and the brutality behind it. And then I can remember I eventually got a hold of Mate Feed Kill Repeat, their demo, before at Recycled Sounds here in Lincoln. And I paid a pretty penny. I paid like $60 for that CD. And it was before Corey Taylor. It was when they were a smaller band.
Yeah.
There was all those cool like jazz riffs, and it was like a lot of the same stuff, but it was like really jazzy and just really cool. Like I'd never heard it. But man, just that band for some reason, they will always live rent free in my mind.
They're special, man. They're special.
How about you, Randy? I mean, I don't want you to just I want you to get in on this too, because I know you're an 80s boy, but I know you listen to everything. I know you like metal. What was it like for you when you first heard Slipknot?
Well, I'm gonna start by saying, listen to Taylor's story is literally like me growing up in the '70s when I first saw Kiss's "Hotter Than Hell" album, and I had to have it. And my mom's like, "You ain't getting that." But fortunately, I had a really cool stepdad that that actually gave me a lot of my albums, and so I appreciate that more than he'll ever know. But yeah, I was fortunate that I got to talk to Taylor a little yesterday, and it makes a lot of sense, his love for Slipknot and kind of his background in music, and I could see it. I could see it unfolding as we speak. And I don't know what else to say about Slipknot because I just think they're one of a kind in how they got started and what they mean to a lot of metal people.